Hi there, Sanity Seekers! Today we're going to be exploring a rather unlikely combination that can be a game changer for the future of our planet. Cows, climate change and daffodils. Yes, you heard that right. These cheerful springtime blooms might hold the key to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating climate change, all thanks to their surprising effect on our bovine friends, because our planet has a beef with methane. Did you know that livestock farming, which is primarily cows, contributes to an incredible 15% of global greenhouse gas emissions? This means if livestock farming was a country, it would be the third biggest polluter in the world by percentage after China and the US. That is a big number, and the culprit behind it is called methane, a potent greenhouse gas released by cows during their digestive process. You know what I mean, those burps and farts are packing a real climate punch. But wait, there is hope, and there is a moving discovery. Scientists are exploring various ways to tackle this issue, and one promising avenue involves a rather unexpected source, the humble daffodil. Recent studies have revealed that daffodils contain a special compound called haemanthamine. This little chemical acts like a magic trick in the cow's stomach, interfering with the microbes responsible for producing methane. And here is how it works. Imagine the cow's stomach as a bustling city of tiny microbes, all working together to break down food. Some of these microbes, like the mischievous methane makers, release methane gas as a byproduct, contributing to climate change. But the haemanthamine from daffodils act like a city marshal, gently nudging these mischievous microbes to behave differently. Daffodil extract essentially disrupts their ability to produce methane, leading to less gas and a happier planet. It's like switching from a coal-powered factory to a solar-powered one for a city, but remember, all these are taking place in the cow's tummy. The results are impressive. Methane production can be reduced by a staggering 30%, and in some lab experiments even up to 96%. Imagine the impact. With over 1 billion cows on Earth, each producing like 500 liters of methane daily, a daffodil-infused diet could translate to trillions of liters of methane removed from the atmosphere. That is a significant dent in our greenhouse gas emissions, all thanks to a simple tweak in the cow's menu. Now, it's important to remember that we're still in the early stages of this lab research. While lab results are promising, a large-scale implementation presents challenges. Extracting haemanthamine in sufficient quantities and incorporating it into cow feed in a cost-effective and sustainable way needs further exploration. While the potential of daffodils is exciting, scaling up this solution also can present complex challenges. Large-scale extraction of haemanthamine needs careful consideration to ensure sustainability and avoid harming populations of daffodil. Additionally, incorporating it into cow feed must be cost-effective for farmers, especially those in developing countries. The impact on existing agricultural practices and potential shifts in land use also need evaluation. Ultimately, any widespread implementation should prioritize animal welfare, address potential economic disruptions, and involve all stakeholders in the conversation. But the potential is undeniable. You know what I find very heartening? Daffodils symbolize new beginnings. They're often the first blossoms in the spring, pushing through the winter's grip, symbolizing hope and resilience. And who knows, they might usher in a new era of sustainable agriculture and climate solutions. As we eagerly wait for scientific advancements, there are still steps that we all can take to contribute to a greener future. Supporting sustainable farming practices or reducing our own meat consumption can make a huge difference. And while we are on the topic of reducing meat consumption, there is another concern I would like to address. I posted a shorter version of this video on Sanity Feed's Instagram channel a few months ago, and I received some, well, let's say, very spirited messages from the members of the vegan community. Some of these messages are no longer there, but the main sentiment was this: why not just switch to a vegan diet? It's the ultimate solution for both animal welfare and climate change. Why would you even bother with gimmicks like feeding cows with daffodils? Change your own diet instead of the cow's diets. And I have to say, I really appreciate this perspective, and it is an understandable one. Veganism undoubtedly plays a crucial role in addressing animal welfare and sustainability concerns. Individual dietary choices can absolutely make a massive difference. I have nothing but respect and admiration for someone who goes vegan to save animals and our planet. In a perfect world, of course, there would be no animal, human, or environmental suffering. But as I always acknowledge here at Sanity Feed, our world is messy and imperfect. We cannot put all our eggs or tofu into the same basket for progress. Focusing solely on veganism as the ultimate solution overlooks several realities. Firstly, transitioning entire populations to fully plant-based diets takes time and requires comprehensive infrastructure changes. Many regions face geographic and cultural limitations, while others rely heavily on livestock farming for livelihoods. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization, livestock farming supports the livelihoods of at least 1.3 billion people worldwide. Also, nearly 80% of the world's poorest people in rural areas and rely largely on agriculture and livestock farming. There are also serious ethical, economic and sociocultural considerations about transitioning so many people and animals out of the farming system altogether. An attempt as such could result in severe spikes in global poverty and hunger. Secondly, advocating for individual dietary choices, while incredibly impactful, can create divides and feelings of judgment. We need inclusive solutions that respect diverse perspectives and realities, fostering collaboration rather than polarization. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, if you ask me, focusing solely on individual choices risks neglecting the responsibility of corporations and policymakers in creating sustainable and ethical systems. For example, the term carbon footprint was popularized in the 90s by a global oil and gas company who was notorious for its environmental damage. I think that was very clever. Demonizing an average consumer for her impure choices is now a common and an incredibly successful PR tactic to take the weight of responsibility from the shoulders of the industrial polluters. Ultimately, climate change is such an urgent, such a colossal issue, and it is literally a matter of life or death for our planet. We need not just this and that, but every possible solution brought together and working together to fight against it. We need a multi-layered approach that acknowledges individual choices, encourages system-level changes, and explores innovative solutions like the daffodil approach to truly build a future where all beings and the planet can thrive together. And doing so, scientific progress is our strongest ally. So remember, even small changes like adding a splash of sunshine to a cow's diet can have a big impact on our planet. I hope you enjoyed my presentation about how daffodils could be the key to slash a considerable amount of global emissions and my take on why we need every solution that we can get. Here at Sanity Feed, I'm making explainer videos on things that work in our imperfect world without purism, fanaticism, blind optimism, but armed with science, puns and nuance. If my content resonates with you, please like this video and hit the subscribe button to join the Sanity Squad for more mind-blowing stories of progress, solutions and possibilities for a better future. So, what do you think? Can daffodils be the heroes we need to combat climate change, or are there any other solutions that you feel more strongly about? Share your thoughts in below, and I'll see you in the next video.